If you are here, it is because something inside you feels that something is not right. Maybe it is the pain of an ending. Maybe it is the fear of loneliness. Or just the truth knocking at your door. But before you move on, listen. Some truths can no longer be hidden. Sometimes, the love of your life is not the happy ending to your story. And all that's left is learning to climb out of the darkness. You give yourself, you surrender, you expect reciprocity. But the other person is always absent. Not in body, in feeling. You beg for gestures that should be spontaneous. Without realizing what you are doing to yourself, leaving yourself aside, in the background, suffocates in an attempt to keep someone who is already far away. And actually, you know what the worst part is? It's getting lost in the process of trying to be enough for someone who never committed to really seeing you. Sometimes leaving is the only way to get back to yourself. This is where you need to wake up, because no love is worth the price of your identity. Relationships should add to you, not dilute you. You were not made to beg for affection. You were born to be self-love before being someone else's love. Certainly, the pain of leaving someone you love can be painful and cruel. But even crueler is to continue where you are not seen. Your healing begins the moment you decide to choose yourself. Even shaking, even crying, even with a broken heart. Because courage does not come from the absence of pain, but the choice to continue, even feeling everything. It's there, the moment you stop begging for love and start hugging yourself. Being a hole and becomes a scar. You don't rebuild yourself all at once, but with each small gesture of self-love, you return to inhabiting yourself. Not every ending is happy, most aren't, but some are necessary for you to exist again. And one day, you will be thankful for having said goodbye to someone who never had the courage to love you completely, because some absences set you free. Some silences scream truths that words never had the courage to say. And when you finally listen to yourself, you realize that staying was never synonymous with love, but of fear, attachment, or illusion. You deserve more than crumbs. You deserve presence, truth, choice. And now, with your heart still mended, you begin to walk. Not to forget, but to remember who you always were before you shrank to fit in. I wish you to heal from those pains that you swallowed, silenced, pushed inside. May you heal from all the times you said everything was fine when in fact it wasn't fine at all. The times you swallowed your tears, your anger, your disappointment and smiled so that the world wouldn't see your pain, or so that your smile could make someone happy. May you be healed from the sacrifices you have had to make, the indifference you have received and the burdens you have borne. Because no one should have to be sick in silence to keep the world going. No one should have to fade away for someone else to shine. Because love, true love, does not demand invisibility. It does not empty you. It does not silence you. You deserve to heal from the lump in your throat that has become routine, from the automatic smile that has become armor. The times you begged for care with just your eyes and were ignored. You spent so much time trying to fit in, you forgot how big you were. May you heal from the times you apologized for feeling too much, for loving too much, for expecting the least. May you free yourself from the love that made you bleed in silence, of the promises that only existed in your hope, of the beautiful words that never became reality. May your healing begin slowly, without haste, like someone who relearns to touch their own skin without guilt, to believe in their own voice without asking for permission. May you look at yourself with compassion and say, I did what I could, what was within my reach with what I had, but now it's up to me. Because surviving by silencing your own pain is an act of courage, but living whole is an act of love. Then, whatever is able to see you completely.